know, the Super Bowl is Sunday, but today we are looking at the Super Bowl of cities. The New England Patriots just outside of Boston and the New York Giants. Mary Thompson is in Foxborough, Massachusetts, inside Gillette Stadium. Brian Shackman is in East Rutherford, New Jersey, outside of MetLife Stadium, a short car ride from the Big Apple. Mary's going to make her case for Boston as an economic power. Brian will rebut with statistics on New York City. And then Joe Andrew and I will declare a winner for this round. So, Mary, you won the toss. You kick off.
Well, Becky, Boston may be David to New York City's Goliath, but like the biblical figure and Patriots All-Pro wide receiver Wes Welker, its smaller size belies impressive strength. At $290 billion, Boston's economy is a quarter the size of New York, but consider this. The $470,000 in per capita output generated by its nearly 618,000 residents crushes that of the $135,000 roughly per capita output generated by the Big Apple's more than 8.1 million residents. And of course, superior productivity, a hallmark of the city's professional sports teams as well, netting 33 titles for an average of 8.25 each for those four teams. Compare that to the 7.4 average for the New York City area's 7 professional sports teams. But back to business, the Bay State's unemployment rate of 6.8% below the national average and that of the Empire State. And in 2010, Boston's economy grew 4.2%, the fourth fastest pace among major U.S. cities here. And also, of course, what you have to keep in mind is that means superior productivity, because what's happened is Boston's economy is now almost back to pre-recession levels, even though there are 100,000 fewer workers employed here at the Bay State. What does that mean? Give me a P, give me an R, give me an O. Productivity. That's the hallmark here at the Bay State. And because the workers are so productive, they have the second highest median wage in the country at $19.83 an hour. So what does all this mean for Sunday? Well, RiseSmart says that the superior economic situation in Boston bodes well for the Patriots, because in the last 20 Super Bowls, the city with the lowest unemployment rate has won the game 17 times. Go Pats.
All right, listen, here we go. We're going to talk a lot about per capita. It doesn't matter. When it comes down to it, New York is an economic beast. $50 billion worth of tourism alone. I talk about $10 billion of that is on Broadway. 50 million visitors. We have 77 of the Forbes 400 richest American New York. And when it comes to media and entertainment, more than 300 films and television shows were done in New York. And then there's the restaurant economy. 25,000 restaurants. We visited with one of the best, David Boulay. He was born in Connecticut. He even lived in Massachusetts. He basically says it's a no-brainer.
I think when it comes to food, there's no place, Boston included, of course, that has the amount of ingredients and has sophisticated clientele, or I think has the recreational curiosity to eat in restaurants like New York City has. So it's got the complete venue of attracting chefs to do the best they can.
So just to translate there, New York has a smarter consumer. You understand that in Boston? A smarter consumer. Listen, Mary talked about how the city with the lower unemployment wins the Super Bowl 85% of the time. It is a fact that New York has a higher unemployment rate, but the bottom line is the last time a city with a higher unemployment rate won the Super Bowl, 2008, when the Giants beat the Patriots. Back to you.
Well played, both of you. The winner is Mary. Almost won me over with her productivity cheer, but I think I have to go with the home team.
Mary, you can hang out there all day. Brady's not coming around, and he's taken. So just you know,
I thought Mary though was very
sad. It's really sad.
He's walked on this field. He's walked on this field.
I think Mary is very convincing. She had the numbers. Brian, I love you. I'm a New Yorker, but Mary had the numbers.
I'm going for Boston too.
I'm going with Brian. I got to stay with the home team advantage.
I'm going because of the feeder stock of all those universities into Route 128, high tech, and the Back Bay and Boston is just more livable.
But here's the one. I think that New York ultimately is more of a defensible economy.
Is, probably.
Long term, it's going to be a more resilient economy. But at the moment, if it's just year over year today, Mary wins
don't you get tired of New Yorkers telling the rest of the country that they're the best
Wait a second. They said that we got to vote. You guys both went for Boston.
I went for Boston.
Our graphic was pre-made by, I think, Giants fans. Because it shows New York winning.
I can be the referee.
Be the referee here. What's the final verdict?
I think the final vote's got to go to Boston.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah.
It's such a livable, beautiful city.
Because Boston has a marketplace that sort of, you got all kinds of easy living style. It's wide open. It's got parks and
128. All the technology, all the feeder from MIT and Harvard.
Yeah.
There it is.
There it goes.
Brian, we love you. Mary, you're the winner.
All right, guys.
All right.
Thank you both.
And they have Tom Brady.
We're going to see both Mary and Brian throughout the day with more on this. Thanks for kicking off here, guys. We appreciate it.
I mean, he adds points just to the
Right.
right?
Absolutely.